Hello and welcome back to another video. Today we've got something very interesting. If you recall, some time ago we did a review of the iPlay 5 USB port hub for the PlayStation 5. So what I did was I saw some other hubs that were available online, and this is one of those things that caught my eye, because we did mention that, you know, having two ports right at the front of your console really does nothing for you if you've got other accessories that you'd like to add on, fighting sticks, steering wheels, and who knows what the VR setup is going to look like when we finally get it. So I figured, you know what, let's see what else we can actually do in regards to the USB port situation and see what else we can add. So I just thought I would do a showdown between this and the iPlay. Now, one thing I will say about this particular unit, and I'll show this in post, is the sticker that comes, which is this sticker, that comes stuck on this is so hard to get off, and it's so hard to actually tell you what this is because it's all blocked off. So you can't really tell if you're getting a hub with USB-C, you're getting a hub with USB 3.1, or how many hubs are USB 2.0. To me, this was advertised as a USB 3.0 or 3.1, and then maybe one or two USB 2.0 hubs. USB ports, sorry. Unfortunately for me, the red flags I'm already seeing here is I'm seeing 4 pieces USB 2.0 hubs and 1 piece charging ports, include 1 piece 3.1 Type-C 3.1 port, etc. So for me, that's the biggest question now at the end of the day is this going to be compatible with a lot of these items, yes or no? So best way to do it, again, very quick review because it's a very small item. Okay, so that's the box itself. Tiny. It's tinier than my knife. I promise you, tiny. Tinier than the average screwdriver. You know, so the box itself is nothing's little candy bar. So that's the unit itself. So far not any red flags because I'm seeing 4 USB 3 USB ports because of the blue, right? And then 1 maybe charging port, that's a 2.0, and a USB-C. Now whether or not it actually does the job, we will test that out. We won't need a steering wheel or anything. The USB, the headset alone will tell us whether this is a high speed or not, because the headset is not compatible with a lot of the stuff. So again, this is comparing it to the iPlay. The iPlay had 2, and then 2 USB 2.0 ports, and then 1 USB-C. This has 6 ports. So this is definitely an upgrade. But like I said, seemed very dodgy just because of the stickers and everything that they've put here. They say that it's been designed for the PS5 Digital Edition and Ultra HD game console. Okay, I'm guessing disc version. Included is 4-piece USB 2.0, 1-piece USB charging port. Output current is 900 milliamps. Included is 1 pieces Type-C 3.1 port, support high speed. Can be expanded at the same time. I don't know what that means. Supporting multiple devices, no jamming and no delay. High speed transmission, and then it's blacked out. Plug and play, blacked out. Patented product. Material ABS, color black or white, depending on whatever. Do not modify, do not clean, and then stuff is blocked away. Do not put any heavy object or product. Do not throw, drapeau, apply strong block to product. Don't place in hot water, moisture, or direct sunshine. Choking hazard, small parts, not for children. So that is pretty much it in terms of the profiles and the boxes. Like I said, the stickers are killer to get off. So this took me a lot of scraping. I'll show some photos, like I said, in post. Now to go to the testing side of things on the console. Okay, folks, as you can see, we've got the unit here in tow. That's the TV panel, and that's the PlayStation 5. currently on standby at the moment, that's why you can still see the green. Attached to it is the iPlay, which is already been installed onto that particular unit. So all I'm going to do is I'm just going to pull that away. There we go. A bit stiff to get up, and that's the way it should be, so that we know that it's secure. So currently, as you can see, that's the iPlay USB hub, and installed on there obviously is the wireless receiver for the PlayStation 3D Pulse. So what we're going to try to do, first and foremost, is actually put this in without switching on the console. So while the console is off, we're going to just slap that in there. I'll add some photos of what this looks like in a minute. But obviously the light immediately came on. That's a good sign. For whatever reason, it doesn't feel as secure as the iPlay. It looks flush though. I like the look of it. It just doesn't feel as secure. This little thing was really secure, whereas this is a bit flimsy. I don't know why. I've pressed it as much as I can and I can see a red light. So all we're going to do is we're going to switch on the console, see what's going to happen, and then we're going to plug in this to see if that actually gets recognized. And then once we test that out, we'll be able to give you feedback and let you know what's really going on. I'm probably going to reduce the volume from that just in case you're getting feedback. The mics. Sure, there's any sound. Okay, so we've got the console here, we've got the USB hub, it's got the microphone symbol, so I'm guessing that's to do with the mic here. Yeah, so that's got to do with the mic over here, so nothing to do with that. So what we're going to do is we're going to plug something in. So this is a charging port, so we're going to leave that one aside and we're going to put something right next to it. And let's see what sort of reaction we're going to get from the unit itself. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch on, because I can see the lights coming on that, flashing, showing me that, hey, it's being recognized. So now let's switch this on and see what actually happens. Where's the on switch? It's the monitor, and geez, I'm forgetting my own switch. There we go. Okay, so I just switched that on. I'm waiting to see one of the two reactions to see if it's connected. I'm seeing a solid light between the two, and the volume is gone. So, in theory, what we're going to have here is these are going to work. But as I can see here, nothing is going on. No data is being transmitted whatsoever. Because I would see some sort of volume up or volume down on the screen. Nothing. But I've got a solid light. If I unplug, no sound coming from my TV either. Very interesting. So I wonder if there's been some sort of error. So what do we have here? Okay, so we've got that. So that works. That part works. So there's sound coming from the TV. So I'm going to give this one more chance and see if it's any good for accessories, because again, data transmission is what you want to know when it comes to this. Are these really USB 3.0 or are they fake? So that's the sound from the unit. I'll actually add volume right here, just so that people can hear it. Yeah, perfect. Okay, so that's sound that you can hear. USB is connected. So that's the sound that you can hear. USB is connected. So that's the sound that you can hear. USB is connected. So that's the sound that you can hear. USB is connected. So that's the sound that you can hear. USB is connected. So that's the sound that you can hear. USB is connected. So that's the sound that you can hear. USB is connected. So that's the sound that you can hear. USB is connected. I'm going to switch this off for a second. Make sure there's power on these USB ports. So I'm going to put one in the middle. That usually starts to flicker or flash on. And usually what happens, like that, it's searching. So, geez, I keep losing this. So that's blue over here. And I can hear the beep acknowledging it. So I'm seeing all white. So what usually that happens is the sound is supposed to go away. This is supposed to all go completely quiet. Not being recognized at all. Headphones not being seen. So, I don't think these work. Or I don't think this particular unit works. Now, I'm scared to put the charging port, because that could damage the unit. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to swap this out quickly with the iPlay. I'm going to swap this out quickly with the iPlay one more time. As you can see, I'm going to slap the iPlay on, and you'll see all the prompts that I mentioned before. So I just plugged in the iPlay. That's blue and searching for something. Immediately, as you can see, the controls immediately came. Volume is gone. Volume is gone. I'm surprised the headphones, it's not saying anything about headphones though, but okay. But USB wireless headset is immediately coming up. And the sound is gone. So it's not like you can hear the sound anymore. So, and we've got a solid light. The other time we had a solid light, but for whatever reason, that wasn't working. Now, am I saying that this thing isn't passing data? I can't tell you 100%. I do know that one is for charging. Now, does that mean that if I was to take, say, a random port and slap something in there, would it not charge? Of course not. It probably would charge anyway, whether or not there's just extra power going into that particular port, I can't tell you. But I can definitely say that this doesn't work. Now I'll put the name down for this and I'll put the link in just so that people know what not to buy. And I'll also leave them a review, let them know, hey, your item doesn't work. But again, just to give it a benefit of the doubt, like I said, I'm going to put these on. I can hear the sound perfectly. If anything, what I'll do is I can actually ramp up the volume and allow the microphones to pick it up. The microphones should pick it up. So that's the sound that you'll be getting from the headset. And if I press mute, perfect example, if I pressed mute on the headset, for example, that also reflects on the controller. That's how in sync they are. So the iPlay definitely is a go. This, like I said, I'm going to give it one more chance, because again, I could have done something wrong. So to be fair, I'll pull this out for a second. Sound just came back, full on. All right, take the unit. We're gonna try this one more time. Like I said, I'm scared to put this on the charging port because I'm scared that hey, I might actually damage the unit, because maybe it's not meant to have that current coming in. So I can hear it connects, but there are no functions. Even when you press the mute, nothing. You could press mute here, and that will come up on the controller, but when you press nothing. And like I said, I'm scared, but I'll just do it just for TV purposes. If I screw myself, I'm screwed. Nothing. I'm not going to chance it too long. That's the charging port, so I'm too scared to muck around with it. I hope I haven't blown up my USB port. Again, it's come. Now it's come. Very interesting. So now it's working. Sound included. Now it's working. So I'm trying to work out exactly. So we have controls that are working. So how we know, obviously sound is gone. And where's the mute? And the mic. You can see it clicking on. So now it's working. So I'm wondering to myself if there was something. Okay. So I get the feeling that the USB 3.1 port isn't lining up perfectly with the charging port. So I just need to press this in a little bit, because maybe what ends up happening is the USB part is fine, but the USB 3.0 part isn't fine, so the data transmission is playing up. Let's try this one more time. Nothing? Okay, so it does work. So what it comes down to is it's just a little bit finicky. See? So maybe mine is a faulty unit, or maybe my USB port is faulty. I can't tell you. But obviously if you're going to be someone playing and you want to get some things connected, and you want something that's a bit more secure, because again, if the lightest nudge can make this lose sync, you're kind of screwing yourself, aren't you? I just thought I would test out another USB port just to make sure. Again, still trying to sync, not being detected at all. So I'm trying to work out what is going on. Should that be pressed further down? Should it be pressed up or down? Because I might have a faulty unit. I don't think it's my console. I don't think it's the console, that's for sure. We'll try another port. Just a random port. We'll try a random port. They've connected, but again, sound is still on mine. And I'm trying to work out This is the most bizarre situation I've had in a long time. So we said that this port okay, so that port works. But if you touch something, so one, let's see if that port works. Okay, that port is working as well. So what's going on? Why is it so sensitive? As soon as you press this way, that's very bizarre. Okay, so this works, but you need to press it this way a lot more rather than that side, because it will just lose connection right away. Very interesting. It works, but finicky. I don't know whether to recommend this. Maybe it's just my unit, maybe it's my faceplates, maybe something is faulty with my particular unit, because it's connecting now. The USB ports seem to be working. Again, you're getting extra ports. That's the most important part here, but again, at what cost? to me, what I like about these hubs is they're not supposed to stick out. So let's just check the final port and make sure. Are we getting anything? Are we getting any traction? Yes, it connects. Just to check the charging ports, just to see if this actually does what it needs to do. I'll take the controller itself. So from what I can understand, as long as you press down here, it doesn't move around too much, it works. Let's see if it's doing any charging. I don't see any charging. No charging. This is the USB-C. There. Okay. So I hadn't pressed in properly all the way. Now it's charging. Okay. All right. So again, a little bit finicky. I'm going a little bit soft because I'm not sure what to make of this. So you've got that with the typical USB. Let's see if we can try a different USB cable and see what the charging port actually does. Hold on a second. Okay, so we're back. So this is Type A. Type A to Type C. Okay, we're going to try this, but with this button, with my finger pressed here, because it seems like every time it nudges that way, it loses control for whatever reason. So Type A to Type C. Okay, and let's see if we're going to get charging or not. Okay, so we're working. That's a good thing. Now, could I use that port as a transmission port? Probably. I wouldn't want to try it. Again, just for the sake of experimenting, we could. Probably it's going to backfire on us extremely. I don't see any transmission. Actually, it works. Or at least I'm seeing transmission but no data. So for whatever reason, I guess it's just a USB 2.0 port. That's all it is. So mainly for charging. So I'm torn with this. I'm torn with this because with the other unit, the iPlay, you know what you're getting. You know, with the iPlay, you know exactly what you're getting and why you're getting it. With this, on the other hand, for whatever reason, it just doesn't seem to sit very comfortably. And maybe it could be the shape, it could be something, the way it was designed, whereas this actually has grooves to make sure that it's a bit more secure. I don't know, and the bumpers maybe stop it from going in all the way. Whereas this, you have to fumble around and press this, press the downside a little bit more to actually get the most out of your unit. So, with that being said, look, can I recommend this? I would say, hey, for the price, I would say you're better off getting the iPlay just because, again, you've got 2 guaranteed ports that will work and then 2 data transmission ports plus the USB-C itself, which means that when VR comes or whatever, depending on the connection, you still have access of this as a pass-through. And then you've got these for any data, so steering wheel and any other accessories, and then you can just use those for charging ports. This in practice would have been perfect because again what you're getting is 4 straight up ports that are just designed for data transmission, an extra single port for just pure charging, and who knows what you could use that for. You could use it for charging, you could use it for data transmission as well. So that's the best advice that I can give for now. All I can say is thank you for watching. It's time for me to go clean up. Thank you.